Want to learn how to use Canva in your business to create visually appealing documents, supercharged with videos, photos, tables, charts, and even graphs? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the basics of how you can utilize Canva Docs easily. Plus, I'm going to give you the plug on how you can utilize one of Canva's most raved about and newest features, the Magic Write tool, which is powered by AI. Let's jump right into it. With Canva Docs, you can create your documents with ease. Like I said, it is hassle-free, plus you can utilize it for free. But I must mention there are some features that you might utilize which will require a paid subscription, so you want to bear that in mind. However, the tool is just pretty good, and being able to use the drag and drop feature as well as its data visualization tools to create your bars, your graphs, and your charts, it's a win for me. So let's dive into the tutorial. So the first thing we need to ensure is that we go to Canva homepage, and that is where we're going to find Docs. So you can either look at the section that says what will you design today, where you'll see Docs, or you might see the suggestion section that says you might want to try, and you can select Docs. So either one works. Right. So once you select Docs, what you'll see are two main sections, which is Doc, where you can create your visually appealing document, and you have Docs to Decks. If you want to learn how to convert or create Docs to Decks, you can check out my next video that's upcoming, right? And you can subscribe to my channel for that. But in this video, we're just going through the basics of Canva Docs and how you can utilize the Magic Write feature. Another thing you'll see here is just basic information about Canva Docs. And one of the key things about Canva Docs is that you can also collaborate easily with your team. And of course, this is also going to be based on the type of subscription you have with Canva. So if the Canva free version, then of course there are going to be some limitations. However, if you have a Canva Teams or a Canva Pro version, then of course there's a lot more you'll be able to get from Canva Docs. One of the things also you'll notice is that there are multiple templates that you can utilize. So the templates include those for like a one-page document, meeting agendas, contracts, proposals, reports, whatever it is that you have in mind to create using Canva Docs, the templates are there for you to use, right? However, in this video, I'm just going to create a blank doc. And this is just pretty good because what it does is that if you have an idea for something, I like to start with a fresh canvas and then possibly integrate different templates and make it my own. So, right, we're on this section where it's a blank canvas, and the first thing you're going to see on this page is the icon that says add magic. No, of course, this is the Magic Write feature that everybody's raving about, right? So we're going to select the plus sign, and once we click select the plus sign, you'll see like a little pencil with some stars, and that is the Magic Write tool. Once we select the Magic Write tool, it's going to have a pop-up section where you can give it a prompt, and this is a key part of using Magic Write. So it's not going to magically come up with something for you like it says, but you have to give it a prompt, and it's also always good to start from where you want, like think about what you want right before you start. And so for this one, it gives you like a little idea of what you can write. So you can say use 5 or more words to describe what you want to write. And I'm going to just select try an example so you can see what that is. And it says 5 to suppose announcing a product launch for a new alarm clock, and then I'm going to press enter to see what pops up. Right. And so for me, okay, so we see it here. So it gives you the question or the prompt that you asked, and then it gives you some suggestions, right? I'm going to go ahead and try it using a prompt that I'm going to come up on my own. And in this prompt, I'm going to say create a 160 character Twitter post on building a business from scratch. And it's good to be very direct about what you want, where you want it, that kind of thing. So maybe if you want a quote, maybe if you want captions, whatever it is, you can do that. Maybe another thing I'm going to try here is to write a blog post on building business from scratch. One of the key things you also want to bear in mind with Magic Write is that it is powered by AI. It's machine learning, which means it won't get everything right, but it really will help you with just being more productive and efficient. And it also helps to give you a little bit more ideas, right? So I'm not sure if you know, guys, know about Chat GPT. I'm going to do a video on that in terms of how you can use Chat GPT to enhance productivity in your business, and just a few other AI tools that I've been using in the background to help me increase my productivity. And so pretty much with AI tools, they help you to be more efficient. So it's not that you're going to take a back seat and not do the work required. You're just going to have these tools and use these tools to improve your efficiency. All right. So pretty much I've shown you just a little of what Magic Write can do. It's pretty much the main thing, as I would say, is being able to ask it the right prompts. Very important. All right. So I'm going to create or just make this Canva doc, or make this doc very visually appealing based on my last prompt, which was asking it to write a blog post. If you realize it, in my opinion, it is not sufficient as a blog post. It would need some amount of expansion, it needs more context. But what it did for me was to give me, I'd call it a general outline. And so if you have knowledge on this area or in this area, then of course you'd want to expand. But for this purpose, I will not be expanding. I'll just be showing you how I'm going to add more appeal and just engagement to this doc, right? So the first thing is I'm going to go here, I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to select edit. So pretty much what I've done is to convert the previous look and feel of the text into the heading, right? And so once you click the plus sign, I'm just going to scroll through and show you what are the options. So you have heading one, sub heading, body, table, pie chart, bar chart. All of these things are here that you can utilize and integrate in your Canva docs, right? So I've already decided that, hey, I want to create this title. So I'm just gonna remove some of the text that I don't want. And of course, the look and feel for Canva Docs is pretty much very similar to that of you creating a Canva design. However, it just has more, writing capabilities. You know what I mean? So it's important for you to just realize that, hey, a lot of the features are still here. So in terms of the color for your text, you can easily change it, right? In terms of changing the document colors, you go here and again, you can change it as well. In terms of font and the size for the font, it's also there. All right. So I'm just gonna change, some amount of text here and make it my own. I'm going to show you also another way you can level this up, but I'm just going through the basics because I want you just to understand how you can take your design from very basic to something a little bit more engaging and appealing, right? So another thing I'm going to do is to highlight my text, and I'm going to select subtext, right? And it makes it bigger. Another thing I will do here is just maybe I can make it bold. I don't necessarily need to do that. And then for this as well, everything with just a look and feel. I normally use my Grammarly. So if you don't know of Grammarly, Grammarly is a really great tool for helping you to stay on track and pretty much level up your writing skills and grammar skills. And I use it for pretty much everything on my that I'm doing in my business and in work. But So if you have it, it's good to just have this tool on so that if there are any errors, then you can fix it. Because of course, with Grammarly, what it's already showing me is how I can just rephrase a lot of the text here, which I won't be doing for this purpose. But if you keep seeing it pop up, that's because I have it. But for this part of the video, I'm going to turn it off, right? So I turned it off for this session just to make things flow a little differently. Right. So I have all of these things now, but maybe I want to add a photo or maybe I want to add a video. So what I am going to do is to add a video. So I'm going to go here and select the plus sign, and then I can search videos. I'm going to select videos. And one of the things you'll find is that you can integrate videos from Canva Library, right? So there are tons of videos in Canva Library. If you have Canva Pro, of course, you'll get access to even more exclusive videos, or I call them premium videos, not necessarily exclusive, right? That you can insert here. If for instance, I want a specific type of video, I'm going to type in person writing video and see what pops up. Not sure what's going on with my computer, but let's do this again. Video of person writing. Okay, so obviously something is going on with my computer there, but another option you can choose is to simply, we're going to go to elements. Yeah, this is definitely my computer, guys. I can select videos, and then I'm going to look for person writing. Right? Right, person. I'm not sure what's going on. Type in. Oh, good. Maybe I just didn't give it the right prompt. But anyways, one of the things we're going to do is just to select and go through the number of videos here, which is persons writing, right? Because we're talking about a blog post pretty much. That is just addressing, starting a business. Right, so I've inserted a video here. I could also rearrange it and move how the placement of the video, right? I can also resize the video, right? So these are just some things I can do. I can, once I see these three dots here, I can copy the video, I can delete the video, and so on, right? Another thing that I will do to this is to show you how you can insert a design. So for instance, you maybe want to explain something, or you want to direct someone to a particular design that you have done. You can go to your existing designs, or you can create your very own design here. One of the things that I find is that there are a number of templates you can also utilize again, and I'm going to show you how you can use existing designs to pull your entire Canva Docs together even more. But in this case, I'm just going to quickly show you how I can insert like a design, right? So one of the things, I'm going to just do a test here, and I'm going to embed my designs. So I have that. And I'm going to insert my designs. Let me copy and paste. Right. So, and again, everything works just the same as if you are utilizing your Canva for designing, right? So I've inserted a design here. I can just, delete it again, copy it. I can also, for instance, like, I don't like this design. I don't like how it's flowing with my thing. Let me just go in and edit. You can go in and edit your design. So maybe I want to change the background color, right? So I can change the background color. And of course, one of the pluses is that if you're puzzled, like which color should I use? One of the things Canva does is extracts photo colors. So you can get an idea of colors you probably want to use, right? So this is just a basic idea of how you can utilize it. And of course, it's going to be a new design. And for organization purposes, so you can easily find your designs, it's always good to have a title or just a naming convention for your files, right? I'm doing this as blog post graphic one, right? And I'm saving. Good. So we have a graphic here, and another thing that I'm going to do to add just some vibes to this is to I'm going to insert a graphic, or should I say a design. I'm going to go back here and select design. One of the things here is that we have multiple templates, and I'm going to select one of these templates, right? And I'm going to pretty much just switch it up a little bit and insert my own topic, and I'm going to change the background, right? So I'm going to call it how to build a business from scratch, right? That's what we're talking about in this blog post, and by Carey Digital. And if I don't like this graphic, I can easily delete it, right? I can just easily delete it. And then I'd go to elements, and then I'm just going to look for a photo that, probably fits this blog, right? Let me see. All right, cool. So one of the things I'm seeing here, and that you'll notice as well, if you don't have Canva Pro, or even if you have Canva Pro, it's going to show you the photos that are a part of the paid subscriptions. If you don't have it and you end up, probably selecting it, then of course, one of the things will happen is that you'll either get a watermark if you don't pay for it, or you can pay for that element that you'll be using, right? So I have a graphic here, just trying to fix it so that I don't, cut off the person's face, right? So I have that. Um, and I'm just gonna do a little text box behind it so that, we can see the text a little better, right? So we have that here. And I think at this point, if you don't know, or if you haven't been doing it, in this case, one of the key things to do when you're designing is to have a color in mind, a color palette in mind, whether it's for your brand or something else, right? So I didn't start out with a color palette in mind. And in this case, at this point, I realized I really need to have one so that my design and the flow of everything can come together really nicely. And I'm going to use some earth tone colors here. All right. So I'm going to resize this image a little. I don't like the fact that her face is cutting off, but I guess you guys get the gist of what's going on, right? And if we want to, we could easily probably cut the image or do something a little different. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to still use this image, right? And this is the thing, there's just so much flexibility that you have when you're using Canva Doc, right? So sending this to the back, stretching it a little, and then for the background, I'm going to still copy paste it, and then I am going to just make this like a nice transition in the back, right? So position it to the back, make a nice transition, make it not transition, transparency. We're making it very transparent. Cool. So we get the gist of what we're doing, right? Cool. So here we now have a blog post header. Bam. Cool, we have that. So I'm gonna now go and delete this previous design or text, I should say. And then I'm gonna keep this text, but maybe I don't want this font. So I'm gonna change the font here and go to body text. And if I want, one of the things that is helping me here is that I am using my brand kit for my brand, Carey Digital. And so what it does is just to select the fonts that I've already been using and is relevant to my brand. And of course, this is important for in terms of being cohesive and that kind of thing, right? But in this case, I want to switch it up a little bit. So I'm just going to use the body text. And because I want it a little bit larger, I'm going to change the font size, and then I'm going to also change the text size. All right. So I'm going to use like a brownish color. Right. We'll have that. If your font is too big, we change that. Right. And then, of course, remember, if we want to use a video, we can use the video. If you don't like this video anymore, you can always delete it, that kind of thing. Right. In this case, I'm going to delete it and I'm going to create or insert, I should say, a video from YouTube. Right. So that's another plus of Canva Docs or just Canva in general. You can utilize third-party apps that can make your life much easier because the integration is seamless. So in terms of inserting a YouTube video, I'm just going to go to Canva apps and I'm just going to simply type in YouTube. Once I type in YouTube, I select here. Of course, every video that you can think of is popping up. Some of them are definitely not relatable for me, but of course, you can search. In my case, I'm going to search and say blog post, right? Or maybe I should say how to start a business from scratch, right? Want to be make sure we're staying on top of things. Right, cool. So we have a quite few videos here. I'm gonna select this one and already I'm inserting it, right? Again, oh, let me delete. I think I did the both of them. So this is a really good video. And so one of the things I could end up doing here is maybe just inserting a little caption like, check out this video for more. Right. So if you have a YouTube channel and you want to utilize Canva Docs, then this is just a great way for you to integrate what you're already doing. Right. So I'm going to make it smaller and pretty much I call it like a caption. Right. And then if you want to hyperlink it, you can hyperlink it to a video. So in this case, I'm just going to use my YouTube channel as an example so we can get the gist. All right, cool. So we hyperlink it, right? And then now we're going into the blog post. So you have different sections. You have a graphic here. Maybe you want to use it, maybe you don't want to use it, but pretty much we have a graphic. So I'm showing you how you can integrate just different elements of pulling together your Canva doc design. Right. So another thing that you can do with Canva Docs is being able to insert a table and a pie chart and that kind of thing. So one of the things you can do, or you'll be required to do, which will make your life so much easier, is being able to utilize the what? The Add Magic tool. And so pretty much I'm going to go and select table. And once you select table, it gives you the option to select how many rows, how many columns, that kind of thing, right? I'm going to select a 4x2 table. And then once I select my table, I can go ahead and I'm going to say add a row, or I can delete a row or move a row up or move a row down. And then I can go ahead and put in the title for my table pretty much. So title, subtitle, author, status. So pretty much if for instance I want to show someone like a template that you use for blogging or creating a blog or creating a business, whatever the topic may be, then of course this is just a good little way to insert the table and then you can just give them an example. Another thing that you can also do is to insert a video, whether it's from YouTube or whether it's from um Canva. You can insert videos, right? So I could insert a YouTube video. I can also go to elements and just choose a video and just insert, right? So these are some really cool things you can do. You can also go to the table as well and insert photos. You could also go through and upload. And one of the things you're seeing here is that there are faster ways to upload your media, and it's YouTube, Giphy, Instagram, and even Facebook. I'm going to do a video on how you can get the most out of Canva when you upload your own media files and how you can integrate existing platforms. So you need to check out or even subscribe to my channel because I have a lot more videos coming on that. You've reached so far in the video, leave a comment and let me know one of your favorite things about Canva Docs. What are you really liking about Canva Docs right now? I'd love to know based on everything that I'm showing you. All right, so I'm just deleting some of these elements because pretty much I'm giving you a general gist of how you can do things. Another thing that we can do here, right? I'm going to quickly show you that you can insert your own emojis, right? So we can insert emojis. And of course, we're going back to the section that says apps and we're going to look for emoji. And of course, there's an emoji app in Canva and we can just select. So maybe even in your own text, you know, a lot of us are very expressive, that kind of thing, and we like to use gifs and we like all of these things. We can just use our emojis, right? And again, it's all because we have the third party apps that's integrated with Canva. And I believe this is one of the overlooked features for a lot of, a lot of people don't really use these features, or but it's one of the most underrated, but also one of the most powerful features of Canva, right? And I absolutely love using third party apps. It makes my life so much easier because I can just easily integrate, get my content from whichever platform, whether it's Google Docs or, you know, what I want to then probably print something, whatever it is, I can just use third party apps. And I will have a video dedicated to some of the best third party apps that you should be using with Canva, right? So these are just some other third party apps that you can utilize, and especially a big one. This is not a third party app, but it's one of Canva's newest features, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use it. And it's called text to image. Now, with text to image, again, this is powered by AI, and with everything, we have to know what we want so we can ask it to do what we want, pretty much. All right. So with this AI tool or feature in Canva, I'm gonna just ask it a quick one like I want an image of a businesswoman at her computer. So I'm gonna say businesswoman at her laptop or using her laptop. And pretty much it's going to generate based on the question I ask it. If I ask it something so ridiculous or something not the machine does not understand, of course, I'm not going to get the image that I would desire and I'll get something else. But in this case, I am getting exactly what I want, which is a businesswoman who is using her laptop. And so this is one of Canva's newest features that a lot of people love and are using, right? And if, for instance, I get images that's generated that I don't like, I can easily ask it for a different prompt, right? And like it says here, they are evolving this new technology. So if you get an image you don't like, or if it's not in alignment with what you ask it, of course you can report the images, right? Or I can say create again, which is like a very big thing where you can just easily say, hey, Canva, just give me something else. I don't like these images, right? But if you're pleased, you use the image you want. And of course, we can resize these images. One of the things here is that in terms of editing our images, we can just select this to determine the position. And then, of course, if you want to edit our images, then we can go to the filter, adjust everything like that. Right. So Canva Docs is a pretty powerful tool, in my opinion. If you have been always creating Word type documents, but it's like so boring, so there's nothing to it, then of course you can pull it together with just a lot of these elements and features of Canva Docs. Another thing I want to show you is how you can just insert a pie chart or a table or a line graph, whatever it is. So I want to select pie chart, and of course, once you select it, it is generated based on just some generic data, but you can also go ahead and upload your CSV file, or again, with another great integration, which is Google Sheets, you can upload your data, and then it is generated here on Canva in Canva Docs, right? Another powerful feature, guys, that you should be leveraging. So if you're in the area of if you're going to do a report, this is great for doing your reports, right? So another great thing. And then I'm going to show you and how you can also utilize the bar chart. It pretty much works the same way. Generic data you can upload and so on. So these features are really great for, as like I said, if you're doing a report, if you're doing a proposal, these are good features to utilize to bring everything together. In this example, like I shared, this is just a basic way of showing how you can create a blog post, which was created using Magic Write. And then I showed you how you could pull it together by creating your own image and being able to edit your text and being able to integrate a video from YouTube, or you could integrate a video from Canva based on the tons of data that's there. And then, of course, you can do your tables and charts and everything that you can think of. But then the question you might be asking is, Carey, so how can I save this document or share this document? So, of course, a powerful tool or section or feature, I should say, on this is share. And with share, you can, share it with someone on your team, or give anyone access to this link, and there will be no requirement for them to sign in. If they're on your team, of course, you can give them a certain type of privilege. Maybe you want them to make them admin, moderator, whatever it is. You can give them a link to this file, right? Or I could save it to a folder, or I could simply just download, right? And the option to download is PDF standard. So I'm going to just do a quick download so you guys can see what that looks like. And then you'll see if the video can actually play or if you can click on it. So we're going to just test out some of these elements. But pretty much Canva Docs is one of the features of Canva that really pulls everything together, right? So here, of course, we won't be able to click and watch the video. So we have to bear that in mind because it's a PDF document. However, what you can do is to click the link, which sends you, wherever you're directing your users. So these are some things to bear in mind. Another thing that you can do with Canva Docs when you share the link with somebody is that you can get insights. So you can see, for one, how many words you have in this document. You can see the reading time, you can see the number of characters you have, but you can also get an idea of how many people viewed your documents. You can get an idea of what they engage with. Did they click a link? Did they share it with someone else? Did they leave a comment? These are things that makes it really powerful. And of course, there's just sections for persons to collaborate. So if you have a team, you can collaborate with them. Another powerful thing about Canva Docs is that you can convert it to a presentation, to a deck. And if you want to learn how to convert your docs to decks, you're going to want to check out my upcoming video on how to create Canva Docs to decks, right? And you can subscribe to my channel at Carey Digital for this, right? But this is just like a quick preview of what it would look like and how you can pull it together. And of course, with being able to convert your Canva Docs or Canva Doc to deck, you'll be able to insert more videos, you'll be able to record your presentation. So this is great for pitches and that kind of thing, right? So this is really good, and I will be dropping that video, so you want to subscribe to my channel for that. But if you want to create Canva Docs in your business just to improve their productivity, efficiency, or just to bring a boring design into something that's more visually appealing, Canva Docs is great for that. And of course, I have another video that will be coming up on how you can upload your boring PDF document and transform it into a beautiful Canva design. So that's another video that I'll be dropping. So guys, there are so many videos that's coming. Like, you're going to want to subscribe to my channel where I drop Canva tutorials, hacks, and everything in terms of how you can utilize Canva in your business. So if you liked this video and you've reached this far, I'd love to hear from you. What is one of your favorite things about Canva Docs, and how want more videos like this? Subscribe to my channel at Carey Digital, where I publish videos weekly on my channel for female entrepreneurs who want to monetize their skills online to achieve flexibility and financial freedom.